So, I've been journaling for 7 years, and there are things I can definitely talk to you about. Having a journal gave me an opportunity to not only write about my thoughts, write about my emotions and dreams, and get a better perspective, get a more clear perspective on my life. Rather, it helped me to actually get further in life, not only emotional, but like also physically. My journal has allowed me to actually get my shit together, and that I am gonna show you. Okay, I hope you can see it clearly. This is this journal right now, right? From Moleskine or Moleskine, I don't know how you call it. This journal was started when I just came to Germany. So this is me. Well, I'm just gonna show you how it can look like. You write about your feelings. I have sketches. I have sketches. I write my thoughts. I write daily things to do. But I'm not here, right? This is the evolution of my journal. I was writing, I was sketching, I was writing more, I was sketching, I was making a trainings plan. Back in the day, I was writing more, having more sketches. And here I started learning Spanish, right? Some people may as well say, well, you have a journal, you're using basically for everything. Well, yes, I mean, my journal has to show me completely. You know, I got here. If someone looked at my journal, right? If someone looks at your journal, what idea would that person get about you? Right? If someone looks at my journal, he may as well think, oh, okay, this guy likes to learn languages, he likes to sketch, he likes to train. You know, you get basically different characteristics about me by just more Spanish, by just looking at my journal, right, of 2020, and I started doing like writing goals and all that and recaps, more sketches. Here I wanted to start learning Arabic, and back then my system wasn't refined enough and I didn't have much motivation to really learn Arabic, so I just stopped. Here, this is for instance more like a volleyball strategy, how to play, whatever. More dumb shit. More Spanish. Oh, here I also had my first habit tracker. Okay, I guess as far as I know, they're mostly like my sketches, some calculations. You know, someone may as well get a feeling about me like, okay, this guy is creative, this guy creates stuff, he does stuff with his life, you know. Like, you can get an idea about me by just looking at what I write, what I have in my journal. You can get basically a good picture of me, right? Without even seeing me, by just understanding. There should have been a picture. I don't think it's here. Okay. Well, this is my last journal. Now we'll come to my current journal. Bam. Right. Okay. This one I got after this one. So yeah, you get a high five if you find this. And here we start again, Spanish recap. I was writing about my feelings, more about Spanish, practicing Spanish, writing, more Spanish, even more writings about my feelings and my emotions. And what's here, I was feeling very anxious and I did it, and I made a sketch, and I don't feel anxious anymore after a while, after doing all of this, right? Because what's really interesting about just having a journal and writing down your ideas and whatever, and your problems, emotions. Here you see I have like daily goals I need to do for my university. Also here some more sketches. Here, for instance, side hustles. Okay, that's how to think politically, right? This is a book that I started recapping So you can also, like, when I pick up my journal, I know I can definitely find something interesting here. I can may as well find book recaps, I can find languages, I can find, I don't know, some video courses that I took notes of when I'm the things I thought would be very important for me, and I wrote them down on my journal. So it just gives you options to just open your journal and see many things, informative things, maybe inspirational things, you know. I watched many business videos and stuff, and I recapped them. Also, you see all these dots here, right? These are all the goals I had to do for those days, you know, like doing math, doing like exam papers, whatever, right? What's most interesting about all these things that you see? On most of these days, I absolutely did not feel like doing anything. Absolutely. You will see more in the upcoming. You see, like these days, all of these, right? I never felt like doing them. Oh, this is my imaginary perfect self, your character. May as well make a video on that. More, oh yeah, like you see, this is, you can see it very clearly here. You see all these things I had to do over every single day. I did not feel like doing them, and I don't even feel like doing this video because I'm such a lazy doo-doo. However, the sheer act of you writing down your goals on a piece of paper, in my case in a journal, we're better in a journal, right? You have to kind of, you know, like when I had exams, I was like making, you know, like a track sheet, let's say, and I was just tracking my progress, the more things I was doing. More goals here, more feelings, more goals. That's very clear here. I did not feel like doing shit in any of those days, but I still did them because they were written down and I had to do them. I saw them 24/7. I mean, like for the whole day, you know. You have let's say it was 6th of August 2023. I had to read supplements, edit 3 videos, do laundry. I didn't do laundry, but I did other things. There were days where I was more productive, where I was less productive. Most of these days, let's say, not even contain the days when I went to gym, because going to gym was like a normal thing. It's still a normal thing. I don't have to write it down, go gym, but sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. More feelings. What's good about writing your feelings, right? You write about your problems. You write. At some point, more daily accomplishments. At some point, right, when you write about your problems, you encounter those thoughts you didn't want to encounter back in the day, and you encounter them, you confront them on a paper, and after a while, you just naturally start writing about, okay, I may as well, you know, do this, and this, or have this type of mentality in order to overcome this problem, right? The act of writing just gives you space to really not only contemplate, but to force your mind to think about those thoughts you didn't want to think about. And journal is a safe space for you in that way, right? And you don't even remember most of these things, right? You write about those problems, write, and you come to solutions. You remember the solution, but you don't remember what led to that solution, right? But the most important thing is that you came to the solution, you acquired the solution, and you went on with your life with that solution. So that's the most important thing. Here, even more things, more sketches, more daily goals. You see, never felt like doing any of them, never. I'm a lazy doo-doo. I don't like to do stuff. I just want to chill. But I know I have to do stuff. So I just write them down and I do them, because that's what I gotta do. even more. Some days, as I said, some days and I had very good days where I did lots of things. I studied a lot, I worked a lot, I edited videos, I worked, I went to gym. Even more like simply just writing goals, right? Something so simple, yet no one does it. Yet no one does it. Also very important when it comes to writing goals, right? Try to really dissect your goals into smaller ones, so that every time you try to accomplish a goal, it is not a burden for you. It seems easy for you, because here I got more Quran that I was writing down so I can recite better. More Quran. My second habit tracker, which I didn't do because it didn't look right. More goals. 5 strategies for finding life's task. That's something I was talking about. This thing, right? This 5 strategies of finding one's life's task, finding one's purpose, is something I took from a book, from book Mastery. So I may as well open my journal and read my notes, which I took from smarter books, right? More feelings below. Oh, this is the habit tracker that I'm actually using right now, and I will. Today is the 12th, actually. Yeah, today is the 12th of June, and I ate the frog. 12th of June. I ate the frog because my frog was this video. I had zero motivation for this video, but I know I have to do something in order to make something better for my life, and I have to do something new in order to get something new for my life, right? So this is a habit tracker that I use right now. Feels better, and I hate apps, those digital habit trackers. I just don't fuck with them. I don't like them. More goals. Writing down emotions, more goals, more ideas, more feelings. I was just simply writing about my feelings. More notes from books, right? So you may as well think like, I'm a smart guy, yeah? So this is actually everything that I was learning from expert coach program. I was writing down all the questions I need to ask as a coach, what I need to know as a coach, what I need to help with as a coach, right? I got here feelings, I got here all the different things, right? Working on self-reflection, working on business ideas, working on here like content ideas. This was from Danco. I just sat down, started writing things about like, okay, like, and here it ends. all I was trying to say with this video, right? Guys, just write down your goals on a piece of paper. Write about your emotions, not for those emotions to get fortified, because I had once someone ask me that on school. It's not about fortifying them. It's about writing about your problems so they go away. They go away from your brain, because as long as you hold them in your brain, you will always hold them in your brain. But when you write them on a piece of paper, then suddenly you don't have to remember them. It's the same effect as when you take a picture, right? What? Wait. This is the same concept as when you take a picture of something. You don't remember that memory as well, because your brain understands that the picture is already somewhere. Why should I keep it in my brain when it's already on my phone? The same thing goes for problems and writing about your problems. If you write about your problems, then your brain will not have to keep them in your mind, because your brain knows those problems are on the paper. You don't have to keep them in your brain all the time. It just takes so much space that, no one needs space for negative emotions, negative thoughts. It just doesn't bring anything, right? So writing them down on a piece of paper will just help you more to get them out of your brain, get them onto paper, and get them solving. Because the more you write, the easier it is to like really sit down and be like, okay, this is my problem. I see my problem on my paper. I see my problems as words, right? They don't seem as intimidating when you just read those words, right, about your problem. So then naturally after a while you start writing about the solutions. Okay, I feel that way. What can I do to actually, solve it? How can I actually get out of situation XYZ, right? And journaling allows you that. Journaling gives you all the possibilities. I would have been a much less productive person, definitely, and a much less reflective person, most definitely, if I did not journal for all these years. Just because I could journal and sit down with my thoughts. Right now, I am in a situation where I actually get compliments from people about, damn, you got like interesting ideas, you got interesting thoughts. Never met someone who thinks that way or just looks at life this way. And I'm like, yeah, that's what journaling gives you. Looking at the world through your own perspective and trying to understand from your own perspective, from your own thoughts, right? And at someday, imagine just having kids, you being a grandfather or a grandmother, and your kids, your great grandkids, whatever, right? They come, they open your journal, maybe they find it years later when they're older, and they read it and they get to know their great grandfather, great great grandmother way better. It just seems so interesting, like having something. Journal is also like your masterpiece. Every journal that you write is yours. It belongs to you. That's your work. That's your project. That's your Meisterwerk, as people call it in German, which is the same thing as masterpiece. It is your masterpiece. In my case, I know mine is masterpiece because you can open it and you can see so many different things, so many different sketches. I don't know, graphs, diagrams, whatever. It is my masterpiece. And create yours. Create your own masterpiece. Don't wish things were easier, wish you were better.